How are we doing? We are doing something different today. As you can see, it's not gaming. Since yesterday, I've gotten into a little bit of pixel art. I don't know why. It's just fun to kind of. I never really was into doing art. Never really could do it. But since Quinn is doing his vibe code and shit, and a lot of sprites have been thrown around, I thought, hey, why not try my hand at actually doing the thing instead of just prompting an AI, yo, make me this and this art thingy. And I've done two so far. Yesterday, I did this. First ever try at some pixel art. I don't know how good that is, but for my personal preference, it seems decent, right? It seems decent. Let me just open up this again. Also, I've made another one, which is where is it? Aseprite projects monk guy. This thing. Does it open up? Of course not. Why does it not open up? Open with. Where's open with? Here. This. There it is. Little monk guy. Very, very scuffed, but whoa, I can actually paint in here? Oh shit. I never knew that. But yeah, just a little thingy I did. And today I want to get into a slime. I want to try and do like one art per day, just like one sprite a day, maybe even animate it, and then jump into some gaming. And I just opened this up to get like some inspiration to see how other people are kind of doing slimes. I don't really want to do something like this. This is, I don't know, a little too, not too small, but I would rather have something that is a little bit more stretched out, kind of, if that makes sense. Maybe more like the, nah, not really, not really. This goes more into the direction, so it's kind of like the little bump there to the right. That I kind of like that, and I feel like you could animate this better. What else do we have here? What else do we have here? Maybe something that is a bit stretched out. This is a nice blob. But it's missing like a face. But this goes into the right direction that I want to do it. Like a little bit stretched. And not like too round. Well, I like this one. I like the shading on this. I think I'll keep this open in the background just to have like some type of inspirational thing open that I can kind of reference to, right? I think this looks good. Now comes the interesting part. How are we gonna do this? This is in 32 by 32 pixels. I could go ahead and just draw a circle like this. That's not on the border. Kind of like this. Maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing. Then if we just fill this out, it needs to have, it's just too much of a circle right now. So if I maybe add some down here, wait, I can do symmetry, right? Yeah, like this, and then start here. And kind of make it a little bit more blobby. Erase the one down here. This is almost going to the right direction, but what about... What if we delete this? This is even better, I feel like. I just noticed for animating this might be a bit small. But we can do this. Hello, Freddy! What the fuck is this shit? Don't pretend it's not. It is not. You can literally see me painting the pixels. Some poster yesterday. Oh yeah, that guy in chat. Just because he's probably not doing anything, he has to get mad at others. But I have literally no idea what I'm doing here. I did a little thing yesterday, which is a campfire. Let me see if I can open this up. 1 pick per day, campfire. Open it here. And then it looks like this animated. First ever time I tried anything like pixel arty. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with this. Turned out fine. There's still too much symmetry. There's no embers flying up. But hey, I mean, for the first time ever. Kinda happy with it. But let's continue on the blob or slime. The color might be a bit too dark. This is better. This is better. Then maybe... Wait, let me... Whoa, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, that's with M. Maybe move it down a bit. Like this. Also, how about we do some lo-fi shit? Some lo-fi radio... Where is that? Not leaf, leafo. What is leafo? Lo-fi. There it is, lo-fi study. Is that a bit... Is that too cozy? What is lo-fi fruits? Lo-fi might be a bit too cozy for this. A bit too much coziness. Is there like a lo-fi house, maybe? Does that exist? This might be okay. This might be better. Okay. What would be the next step? If I take a look at this. Shading. Oh, I see a bright circle around it. Like at the edge. I could do that. How long until you start drawing furry porn? Hopefully never. Hopefully never. Unless somebody is gonna pay me thousands of dollars, then sure, I'll just, I don't know, try to do some shit. But I'm not gonna do that for free. Let me see how this outline might work now. Do I want it completely on the edge, or... I kind of want to have 1 pixel space everywhere. Kind of like this. 1 pixel padding on the corners. This. Boom. Okay, okay. If you're good at drawing weird shit, you can make more than Doctor. What? Really? There's no way. I mean, maybe if I stick with this, I could see this going somewhere. I already did something yesterday. This little campfire here, Clyde. That was done in like half an hour, an hour. I asked ChatGPT what would be like a good learning experience, a good project to do. And I even animated it. But there's too much symmetry in here, and there's no embers flying up and stuff. But as my first ever attempt to do anything pixel arty, I'm pretty happy with this. It turned out good, pretty much. So this is... I don't think anyone... Faye Helmet, Dankeschön. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. So I might rework this in the future. Hello. And I also, Clyde, I showed you that monk guy yesterday that I did with AI. I've talked with someone who was actually doing stuff like that. Weirdos were paying her 1,600 euros for 8 to 10 drawings. She said it took her like 2-3. Holy shit. Damn. Well, I'm gonna stick to this then. I mean, just drawing weird shit. Hey, if someone's paying me thousands of dollars, why not? Clyde, I showed you that monk guy yesterday, right? That was completely done with AI. Wait, I actually have that AI thing here. This is the AI one. Looks like this one was completely done by AI. I just prompted it into ChatGPT. And then I laid this over in this program and kind of drew over it to do my own thing. It looks very scuffed, but I'm very, very retro style. The shading is very scuffed, but I mean, second attempt, it's still pretty decent in my opinion. There's no shading on the feet, no animations and stuff like that, but overall, pretty decent IMO. But let's continue on this thing. Much better than the AI thing, really. Since you're on. True. Thank you. Okay, so this is the outline, and then there might be some shading going on here. Let me see if I can... What if I do... Oh no, now I don't want symmetry. This is not it. Maybe with a curve tool. Click here. That's not round enough. Oops. Boom. Do that. Nah. From here to here to here. This is maybe it. G to fill. B for brush. Seems okay. Do I want a face on it though? The one I open up as like inspiration does not really have a face on it. Oh, a dark. Oh, true. A dark shading on the ground. So it looks like it's like plopped on the ground. That could work. What is a darker color? This is that. Dark one is this. And for this, I assume we just do a circle. Oops. Just a small one. Like this, maybe? Draw out the corners, but with symmetry. In the preview, it seems okay. What about this? Nah. Not that. This seems fine. Yep. Okay. Overall, maybe some down here. Oops. Oh yeah, that's decent. That's better. And I would just go ahead and try to animate this now somehow. Oops. Turn off symmetry. Here. Maybe all around so we just have 1 pixel padding. That seems fine. Yep. Okay, let me save this. 1 pic per day. Schleim. Yes. Schleim static. Because there's no animation on it yet. And then... Do I want to animate it on 32 by 32 or do I want a bigger one? Let me do a new one with... Wait, this is 31 by 31, so maybe 64 by 64. That is bigger, and then we can... select it all. Copy, whoops. New. 64. Okay. Paste it in here. There. That should give us enough room to animate it. Okay. Deselect. And now we pretty much just gotta use the selection tool to... Now I have to redraw some things. What is the first animation gonna be? Jumping? Or just a... Nah, I think just a little idle animation where it's just like bobbing up and down, maybe? So we got to do Alt-N. There's a new frame here. And then for that new frame, let me drag it up 2 pixels. Wait, no, let me do this differently. Do symmetry. Select all of it. Then make it 2 pixels, not just 1 pixel smaller. And then 1 pixel there. New layer. Not new layer, new frame. 1 more pixel, but then erase this. Erase is too big. 1 pixel. This top part, I don't like that. Select this, delete it. 2 pixel of the bright. Copy this color. Draw over it. Okay. On the third frame, wait. No, the second frame. I don't like that it has 2 pixel depth here. So like this. Erase that a little bit. I think I'm fine with 2 pixels of the dark. No. That doesn't look decent enough on the preview. So like this. If we let this play now. That seems fine on the preview. A little bit fast. How could I slow this down? Just copy the frames and have like 2 frames, or maybe I could just slow it down. Can I slow it down? Frame properties, duration. Oh yeah. Let's just do duration of, instead of 100, let's try 150. Copy. Okay. Does that work for all frames? No. Okay. Then frame 3 properties. 150. I like that more. That looks better. Okay. Getting somewhere, getting somewhere. I think next up, so this is as an idle animation, 3 frames. Wait. Maybe 4. So it goes up. Maybe I'll add one before the first one and squish it down a little bit. Or we just go backwards again. So copy the second frame, copy the first frame. So it's like a loop. Let me try that. Alt and new frame. Then we hold Control, I think it was, to drag this over here. So 2 and 4 is the same now. Yep. Then we do one more. Copy. Sorry. Control, drag this over to the 5th one. Okay, and then one last one where it's a a little bit squished down, maybe. Hold M. Wait, I just want to move it 1 pixel down. Maybe 2 pixels wide. How does that look now? Follow the damn train, CJ. What is this song? Radio Les Santos. Nice. Image. Okay. Decent, decent. But now it seems a bit too slow. So maybe instead of 150, we try 125. Okay. Go through all of them. 125. P. Control V. Enter. Same for all of them. Boom. A bit faster. I don't know about the squish, like the bob down, but it's a bit too wide. I think let me squish it down by 1 pixel. Delete selection. Oh, that's better. That's better. It's crazy how much just a single pixel can make a difference. I think that's one thing that I like about pixel art somehow. Just the smallest little changes can make a big difference in how the animation or the art in general looks. I'm liking this one so far. Okay, okay. Let me save it. That's slime static. And then this one is slime idle. Okay. And then we just gotta export this 100% as a GIF, all frames forward. Wait, no, slime idle as 100%. Okay, is this still the same song? Oh, it's a 7th. I like this one. I like this song. Okay, then again, but this time at 1000. Okay. Export again. Yes. And then that's why I like this program a lot as well. Export for Twitter, because Twitter somehow has some weird it has some weird issues with GIFs. So when you do adjust the duration of the last frame to 1/4, so Twitter reproduces the animation correctly. See, I don't know why Twitter does that thing. But let's just export. Wait, no. 1000 but dash Twitter. Yes. Okay. And then when we have a look at it, slime 1000 GIF animation. The Twitter one looks a bit weird. Regular one. The regular one looks decent. I like this. I like this. Next up, I think a jump animation. Either a jump or a move animation. Jumping would be easier, right? Jumping, I just need to squish it down, move it up, and flatten it out. And then moving, I would need to kind of shift it a little bit. But let's try jumping. Do I just use it on... Now, I think... Maybe as a new layer? Now, let me just do a new file. 64 again. 64. Yep. Maybe copy this whole. Now let's just go from the static one. Copy the static one for each thing. There. Okay. How do we do jumping now? For jumping, I think squish it down a little bit first, so it looks like it's building up momentum to then jump up, right? Select it. Wait, no, first frame stays like this, but then we do a new frame. New frame. Squish it down one. Put it out one. That's already an idle animation, but a little bit too fast. But then from here, maybe one more. One more where it goes even further down. Wait. One down. Even more squished up. Okay, and then we just gotta make it jump up. So we go up by 2 pixels. Squish it down. Maybe even, how does this look now? From here to here, that needs to be a bit more choppy, right? More than 1 pixel movement. Because the jump and the momentum... Wait, that looks a bit scuffed. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Here, it's missing some pixels there. Let me draw them on. One here. Wait, maybe keep this. Keep this. Erase that. Okay. Oh. Turn off symmetry. Okay, let's do a new one. Next frame. There it goes. Up even higher. Okay. And maybe even move it up 1 pixel. That would be a better idle animation than the one I already did. But we want him to jump. So this is fine. Next one. 2 more. 1 squish. 2 pixels higher. And then let me... Whoa. Copy this color. Delete this one. Get rid of some in here. Okay. How many pixels is that now? 2 pixels. Maybe one more where it goes up? Or do we just reverse it now? Now, if it's a real jump, it needs to go up higher, right? Maybe all the way to new frame. Drag it up a bit more. All the way here. And squish it like this. Get rid of some of these. Symmetry, please. This one. This one missing here. There. Also add some more here. Oh. But without symmetry. Okay. I just drag it up one more so it's... No, it is actually at the limit there. Not limit, but the checkered background. I'm kind of using this as orientation. And now we just... Wait, I don't really need to do the frames again, right? Because when I export, I can just say ping pong, so it goes back and forth. Let me try that. Slime yump. Okay. And export jump GIF 100. Animation direction ping pong. Right? Export. Okay. Slam jump GIF. Ah, it does a weird double wobble on the down movement, right? Let me delete this. Or maybe I actually just goes down and then goes up. Let me try how it looks if I just copy these over. New one with 5. New one 4. I think I just copy them all over. 3, 2, and 1. Play it. Okay. Fuck. Warm donuts, hey. Those are good. That's true. Good little snack. I think I'm happy with the jump animation. Not really, wait. There's like double pixels showing up here. Put those, yep. Those are fine. Do this. Let me put that back on. Ah, because I copied them, I need to redo that. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that little bump there when it's at the top. How it's stretched out here. Maybe, let me try this. Drag it down by 1 pixel maybe. So it's not too stretched out. It's a bit better. Okay. I am happy with this. So, export. Jump 100. Not ping pong, but just forward. Export. Yep. And then we do another export as 1000. Yep. And then one more for posting it on Twitter. Oof. With this on 1000. Yep. All right. If we have a look at it now, pixel jump 1000. Now the sharp corners on the highest point is a bit off. Right? This one's still fine. And it's not symmetrical. Copy this color. No, just erase this and this, right? Yeah. That's fine. That's on 5. I'm gonna remove these. My TV is turning off. Okay. So that's fine. That's fine. Here I kind of want to not remove, but drag this down a bit. Then we got to do the same on here. 1 pixel. So 6 and 8 are the same. 7. Drag it down by 1 as well. It's a bit better. Does it need more squishiness? I feel like there's too much dark green down here. That might be better. Wait, maybe even completely remove the dark green at this point, because it's higher in the air. Or at least make it smaller, like a lot smaller. No. Then I gotta do all these again. Copy this to 8. Let's look now. That looks a bit better. IMO. Okay, save it, export it again and see how it looks as a GIF. 1000 Twitter, yeah, okay. Boom. Xioth, hello, will this get imported into Quinn's game? I don't think so, because it's not AI slop. He imported one of my, I don't think he imported it, but he saved one of the AI slop arts that I did before. Let me show you. Quinn game Zag asset. I did this with ChatGPT. I just posted in a picture of Zag and said, you know, make this guy into a pixel art monk. And that's what it spit out. I kind of redid a little bit, kind of cleaned it up a little bit on Photoshop. But then yesterday I redid it on my own. And that's what it looks like if I did it on my own. Very, very rudimentary. But hey, I mean, second ever time to do some pixel shit. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. That is AI. Yeah, this one is, right? This one is. This is AI, indeed. It even spat out a walking animation here. But that didn't really fit. It's food. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was exporting the jump thing. Export. Just regular 1000, not for Twitter. Okay. Yes. And one more export as 100%. Yes. Do flush KCD2? Nope. It is in the title. I will continue that today. Exactly. Freddy got it. Freddy can read. Where is it? Aseprite. Projects, pick a day, slime. Jump 1000. That's okay. I'm not gonna be a perfectionist, Andy, and say everything needs to be a perfect pixel thing, but that's decent. I'm happy with this. In a small one, it looks even better. Nice. Next one would be maybe like a walking. Well, slimes can't walk, but a moving animation where it's being dragged back and forth, kind of. I want to try that. So, new file. 64. Yep. Copy the idle one. There. How do we do this now? I selected all. Is there did you farm out combat levels? No, I have not played it off stream. I did, however, watch one YouTube video on like how to get better at heavy weapons combat. And the guy said that that you should actually use feints or feinting your attacks, which I have never done. And I will try that today. And I think if I remember correctly, it works like, for example, holding the weapon like this, holding mouse button, but while holding the mouse button, move it up and then attack. So the enemy thinks you're attacking from this side, but then you're quickly changing and attacking from the top, right? I tried to do that somehow. Add selection, subtract, insert, transparent color. Rotate pivot. Display pivot by default. Oh, nice. Wait, does that work if I do this? And then maybe rotate it. No, that's not it. I don't need to rotate. I need to. I want to do this, but I don't know how. So you don't listen, but when a YouTube PhD just says you do it. Honestly, I don't remember. Reading that in chat, but maybe I just forgot it probably. Properties? No. Edit. Probably here somewhere. Not rotate. Shift. What does shifting do? Ooh. Wait, that might be good. Shifting could do. Replace invert adjustment. What is FX? Outline. The fuck is a convolution matrix? Huh? Holy dank. What is drunk 9 by... Oh shit. Oh, it just makes it blurry. Oh damn. There's all kinds of effects on here. There could be a death animation. Just blurring it out. Right? Diagonal blur, sharpening. Edges, horizontal, misc outlines. Holy shit. Outline transparent. Okay, no, I don't need to use that. It's probably in transform. No? Okay, I would need to drag it out regardless. I don't need to make it bigger. What if I just hold shift? No, that just moves it. Control? Or that copies it. Alt is just picking colors. Move tool. Slice tool? Nah. Magic wand. How do I stretch it sideways? Stroke, fill, flip, rotate. I feel like I just gotta do shifting, right? Wait, that's gonna be the static first frame anyways. Then we do a new frame. In the second frame, it will be shifted left or right? It's still right. Oh, I forgot to deselect. I have to select it all? I can't just... Oh, I can't just shift it all. Well then, select it, but with a little bit bigger area. Yes. Shift to the right. Oh, that just moves it. Right? Yeah, it literally just moves it. I could have done that just by moving. Okay, but then maybe drag it out by 1 pixel. The next frame.
7777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++++ triple seven triple seven double
That's too
seven triple 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 seven double seven.
The double 7 is nice. If it's moving, does it need to go... Or maybe it squishes up a bit first? Like it goes this, 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 this. Or... Wait, let me delete these. Make a new one. Select it. Then... how does a slime move? Kind of like a snail, right? How do snails move? They tense up and then stretch out. So I would say it goes up by 2 pixels. Squishes together. Maybe not 2 pixels, maybe just 1. And then on the next frame, it stretches out 1 pixel there. New frame. Stretches out more. Goes in and moves. Stretches out a bit more. Squish and move. Kind of going to the right direction. Next frame. Even more stretched. 1 more pixel. New frame. 1 more pixel, but then we squish it back in. And a bit up. New one. 1 more. Even more squish. Next one. Move it. And then we stretch it back out again. Kind of like this. Okay, okay, looking decent. So that's still stretched.
7 and a 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 7 and
How
a
did the
7
7
and a 7 and a 7 and a 7 and a 7 and
what
a
is up
7
with the
and a
7 on
and a 7 and
Twitch?
a 7 and 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 a double 7.
Double 7 again. 1 more stretch. 1 more move. 1 more squish. And then move. But then we squish it back in. 1 more. Oops. Move. Squish back in. And up. And on the last frame, is that the same size? It's moved. I do want to have the... Wait, what if I copy contents from this to the last one? But then just drag it over to that spot. Oops. The dumbass cats will fall tonight. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll get them. We'll get them tonight. Maybe level up a little bit beforehand. Is that it? How does it look now? 1, 2. Wait, nah, I kind of want to have it end on being... Let me delete the 14th one. Do a new one from 13. Drag it over. Bit more squished. Maybe I'll just do more until I'm at the edge of the screen. Yeah. New frame. drag, and boom. Oh no. At the end there, it's a bit scuffed. Goes down, goes up again. And how many frames? One,
A B
two,
C D
three,
F G H I J K L M
five,
N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z 1 2 3 4 5
maybe I
6
just delete
7
the
8
last
9
two
A B
ones.
C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
There's no way you actually typed that all in.
4 5 6 7 8 9 A B
Actually
C
just
D
type
E
in the whole
F G
alphabet.
H I J K
Jesus.
L M N O
Oops.
P Q R S T U
Does it
V
look?
W X Y Z 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z 1 2 3 4 5 6
Kind of
7
happy how that
8
turned out.
9.
Well, maybe hold on. I don't like how the outline is a little bit messed up.
7 is like that one friend who shows up late to the party, but somehow everyone's still talking about them because they ate 9.
Good one. Do these right here, same thing again. ChatGPT said joke about 7. When do we get first time that there's a ChatGPT comedian? You'll know it's coming. You know it's coming. At some point, there's gonna be a robot on stage. And he's gonna deliver better jokes than any human. At some point, it's not most likely it will happen. And I guess we will still be around to experience that. Just fixing the outline here. Because it's supposed to be just a single pixel outline. There and there. This color. Okay, I'll also get rid of that. Yep. Wait, I can just do symmetry. Drag this to be in the middle. Oh. Ah, that doesn't work because it's off center. Okay, never mind. Boom, boom.
7 greater than 8 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 7
the TTS is falling asleep.
8 7 greater than 8, 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 7 greater than 8.
Oh, it's ramping again. Oh, it stopped. Good.
Is it
saying 8? Hate or Tate? How does it look now? Masternam, hello? How's it going? Okay. Wait. I don't like how there's this little thing here. Let me... Does the animation reset? It does. It does. Gonna do this. This. Maybe not even have this corner here. Maybe just have it as a... Yeah, I don't like this kind of triangle here. This Tetris block. There and there. I just gotta do that for every frame. Wait, first I'm just gonna straighten out the line on every frame and then erase the rest. Instead of completely doing each frame, that would take a bit longer, I think. It is all about optimizing the workflow, right? Boom. There it is. And now we erase that last corner up here. There's probably some sort of hotkey to select each frame instead of doing it with an individual mouse click. But I don't know the hotkeys yet. I'll learn them eventually. Okay. How's it look? Overall, I like the animation. I'm just thinking of, just in case, they're hypothetical here. If someone was to import this into a game engine, the animation is like 13 frames that goes from middle to right. But if it's... Maybe... I mean, this is just to learn animation and stuff like that. If I was to import this into a game engine, I would not have a sprite or an animation that goes like from left to right. It would be a static position where it's just like being squished in and out, kind of like the idle animation, right? If we do the idle animation, I would just take this and then have the object in game move around with this animation on. But I like this overall. I could have done it where it goes from the left side to the right side. I just started out in the middle because I did that with every animation. But this one's fine. I think I'm happy with this. Not sure about the dark green on the bottom. But it looks decent. It looks decent. It looks decent. Let's not be a perfectionist and spend years on a single thing. Slime. Move? Yep. Go ahead and export it. Slime move. 100. Yep. Export as 1000. Yep. And then again 1000, but for Twitter. Yep. Export. All right. So, I've done idle animation. Pretty happy how that turned out. And if we look at them in the 100 resolution, it looks even better. Just a tiny blob bouncing back and forth. Then we have the jump. That seems decent. Okay. I thought about maybe giving it a face, but nah. I don't like slimes with faces. I don't think that makes real sense. Here it's moving. Squally, was ist los? This looks cool. Dankeschön. Thank you. I decided to get into pixel art since I saw Quinn just vibe coding. And then I did one thing with ChatGPT, a Zag asset. I just posted in a picture of Zag and said, make me a pixel art of a guy holding a staff and a Bible using this guy's face. This is what came out of it. Quinn's Code Era is going to be cinema. Absolutely. I'm here for it. I'm excited to actually see that game come to fruition. You're artist now, exactly. I'm trying to be. We're learning. It's just the second day I'm doing this shit. But then I redid this on my own, Squally. And well, that one I just showed was just completely done by AI. And this one is what I made out of it. This morning I kind of redid like the bright brownish corners to have some sort of shading on it. Maybe can I also create 3 hours of gameplay in 8 years. There has been some gameplay. I also made a GIF. Wait. Let me not only a GIF, but an emote which can be added today on Quinn stream. This one. The explode. That one's gonna be fun on stream. Because in the game, when you type exclamation point explode, your rat in game actually explodes. And that was his face actually lighting up from too many explosions on screen. I thought that was funny. Guy in offline chat, JF90, credits to him. He had the idea. I just used this GIF instead of the one that he had. So I'm actually excited to try that out today. Turn that off. Okay. Until you run into a wall, everything breaks and your rage quits. Sophisticated opinion. It's more than non-zero, true? More than non-zero chance that happens. It's here to do it for him behind the scenes. And then just one day turns up, the game is finished, boys, it's done, you can log in. I did it all off stream, when actually Teo did it all. Any more ideas for animating a slime? We do have idle. I can do a death animation. I can do a take damage and a death animation. Then I'm just going to put all of that in one zip file and just share it for anybody who's interested in maybe using it. We've got a jumping one. Little hopper. And then we got the move. Oh, I also made the first ever pixel art thing I did was this campfire. I asked ChatGPT, yo, what would be a good project to try out my hand at a, pixel art? And he said, try to create a campfire. So I did. There's way too much symmetry. Pixel pretzel when? Oh, good one, good one. I just had one. There's still one like chocolate croissant in here, but I already ate the pretzel. There's too much symmetry here. The colors are a bit off. It needs to be brighter in the middle and then maybe a couple embers flying up. But I'm probably not gonna work on this one today. I think I'll just keep this as is, just to kind of remember the first ever pixel art thing I did. But we could do a pretzel today as well. Let me do the take damage one next. So when you were to hit this slime, what would it look like? New file. Could we just do 60? Let's do 64 just again. Yes, yes, yes. I like to have a little bit more space in here. Copy it, put it in. Boom. Okay, what would it look like if a slime takes damage? First frame stays the same, next frame. It changes color, of course. Does it go red? Does it go blue? Does it go purple? I think just red might be okay. Maybe it goes red and kind of squishes together like a beep, beep, beep. I could see that. I could see that. So let's one frame down. One together. Next frame. One down. Together. A bit fast. Even more, maybe? Oh, the corners are getting fucked up. We'll fix that later. Okay. But when does it turn red? First frame stays the same. Does it already go red on the second frame? I would think so, right? Maybe we can do something with FX now. Was it convolution matrix? Yes. Negative? Whoa! Oh, there's alpha channel. Blurring? Oh, maybe just blurs. No, that's gonna be the death animation. Wait a sec. I can just do hue adjustments, right? Yes, hue and saturation. And then we just play around with this a little bit until we get something that looks decent. I think it goes from greenish to yellowish to reddish. So H minus the saturation. That's alpha channel. So minus 40 on the second frame. Third frame is control U. Is that control U or control V? No, control U probably. Control V is paste, right? So control U, yes. And on the fourth one, let's make it go red. Minus 125. Now it's a disco one. EDM slime. Maybe I remove the yellowish hue. Or maybe just increase the duration to 150. How does that look? Because the changing of colors was a bit too fast, in my opinion. 150 each. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. Get rid of them all. Redo. Select it. Next one. Maybe I'll just color it in red. 3-frame animation. And then on frame 1 it's the green, 2 and 3 it should go red. So maybe... What is color curve? What's one of these? Okay, it was Control U. Oh, remove selection. The 125 seems fine. And 125 again. Then I gotta do new one. Copy contents from this. New one. Copy contents from this. So it's a nice loop. Maybe 3 is too much. Maybe 3 frames in general could be okay. So we delete the second one. We have this and this. New one. Copy. Okay, now that it's fitting to the music, actually. I think that was actually fine. Is it still on 150? So let's do 100 again. 125. 125. $125 is probably good middle ground. So when the slime takes damage, it looks like this. Still a bit slow. Maybe we just have a default at 100. Here. How does it look? Oh, that's actually almost perfect. I do see a little issue, however, with the outline here. It's getting a little fucked up. Please tell me I can just... Oops. Copy this color. And then paint in like this. Oh, yeah. Nice. That does work. Still missing some down here. Better. And copy this to here. 2 and 4 are the same. 3 still needs work. Not much of a fan of this song. This. Okay. What does it look like? Takes damage, squishes in, turns red. Looks okay, IMO. If I'm totally 2BH, I'm happy with this. Yep. Save as slime. Not slime damage. Slime damage would be if the slime deals damage. Slime damage taken. Yes. Export. Damage taken 100. 1000. And 1000 for Twitter. Yes. Wait. I'll label these with day 1. Day 2. Slime. So the damage taken one. Hey. Looks nice. Looks nice. Happy with this. Big version. I don't see any issues on the outline. Good. Very good. What? Oh, because I changed the folder structure. Yeah. I did save it, however. Let me... Wait, I'll just save as... Wait, no. Don't save as I do have the save right here. There it is. Okay, we've got move, we've got jump, we've got idle, we still got static. Next, we're gonna do a death animation. And the death animation should be quite simple. As we just need to add an effect. Pulsating, indeed. I mean, it is pulsating now, like this. But you gotta think, this is just a 4 or 5 frame thing that happens once the thing gets hit, basically. So it's not gonna pulsate all the time, unless you're constantly hitting it. Death animation, second frame. Edit. We either could go blurring it out, like it's disappearing like this, and then it's just poof. Or we do this, where was it? The drunk one. No, I like the blurring out more. Blurring out seems better. So first would be 3x3 blur. Next one, was it F9? Yes. 5x5. 7x7. 9x9. And this. A bit much. Maybe I delete every second one. This is a bit better. And the last frame, of course, needs to be empty then, right? Because there's no more slime. And it's gone. Nice. Save as. No. Oh, there we are. Slime. Slime death. Export. 100. I could probably tell the program to animate a loop, do not show this. What does interlaced mean? I don't know, but I mean, if I ever need to change anything, I can just look up how to save it, how to change it. So there's 1000 and then 1000. Width. Yes. Slam death. Wait, something's not right. I don't think the blur is actually showing up as it's supposed to be. Just Moses, hello. Now everyone is making a video game. I'm not making a video game, I'm just doing pixel art. I just enjoy the process of it. There is a blur, but the blur is not going to outside. Maybe instead of blurring it out, like I try to do here, I think I'm just going to just make it collapse in itself. Just make it smaller, smaller, smaller until it's not there anymore. So 2 pixels. 2 pixels. Okay, I saw your Twitch snap. Oh yeah. I'm good. I do have what's it called in English? A birthmark. There's a birthmark on my inner thigh, which looks a bit bad. I don't really want to show it on stream because it's kind of disgusting. But when I was driving, when I was going to my rehabilitation sports with my bicycle, I was wearing a jeans, and apparently the friction of the jeans kind of hurt that birthmark, and then it looked really bad, and there was a what's in English, hematoma, I think that's it, like an internal bleeding around the birthmark. And I got scared that it could be skin cancer. So I went to a skin doctor, but he confirmed that it is indeed not skin cancer. And in the next probably 10 to 14 days, it should go away and look normally. But I also have an appointment for October, end of October, to have that birthmark removed. So nothing like that ever happens again. But thanks for asking. We are good. We are good. It is sometimes like not itchy, but it stings a little bit. But nothing to worry about. Luckily. So just put it in. Get slower and slower, smaller and smaller. Always 2 pixels each time. Until it's just gone. Or I could make it go splat. I do have this open as kind of inspiration. And the death up here, kind of like this. So it's kind of splashing out. I could try that as well. But let's first see how this one looks if I just make it really small. I think one more. And on the last one, it's just gonna be a little small green thing. And then it's just gone. It's a bit too long. Maybe delete every second one. Just disappears. I'll save this as death 01. And then I'll try to do another death animation where it splashes up. Or splashes apart, kind of. Okay. Export. Death 01. Yep. 1000. How are we looking now? Okay. And if one was to just reverse this animation so it goes from small to big, it could be a spawning animation. Right? It just spawns in from... I could actually just do this right now. So if I go export... And I just rename this to spawn. And here we go reverse. There it is. Just spawning in. But why does it look like a rectangle here? Oh, it was still on 1000. Hold up. 100, spawn, export. Okay. I'll just make a couple versions of this. Wait, nah, I can just keep this as is. Maybe just do 1000 version. Okay. Nice. And then I'll try a death animation where it splats open. That is probably gonna be the hardest one of today. What would it look like? Does it split in the middle or nah, it would need to just kind of explode upwards maybe. How do we do this? Lasso tool, so it's kind of split here. Let me do symmetry. Oops. Again. No. How do I make it so it moves it symmetrically? Because if I just move it like this, it's like one big thing. Fast rotation, transparent coral. For moving, it's this. Holding Alt and just dragging. But then if I drag it like this and hold Alt, it kind of attaches to the grid. Wait, what if I... What can I remove selection? With Shift? No, that adds. Control? No? Screw the symmetry. I'm just gonna do little parts like this and then gonna try and drag them out. Not sure how this is gonna, what this is gonna look like. Okay. Next frame. I'm just trying to make it somehow look like it's being ripped apart. Okay. Going somewhere, getting somewhere. I think it's even better if it's not symmetrical. Makes it a little more natural, right? Then one more. Well, the parts are flying out all the way. Maybe that's a bit too fast. Like maybe not enough frames for this animation, but we'll see, we'll see. No, AI can make that, right? I know. I did something with AI. That's why I got into this. Where is it? I did this with AI. I just posted in a picture of Zach and said, make this into AI, make this into pixel art. But you can see that it's AI. You can also, it's scuffed. It's not really pixels. It's more like, well, it looks like pixels, but it's the resolution on it is insane. Like it's 1024 by 1536 pixels, which is way too big. And then I redid this one on my own, which then looks like this. Very, very rudimentary. But at least it's human made, right? And also it's more pixelated. I don't know, I just like it more if it's done by myself, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, also make the things smaller. AI can make so much stuff nowadays. And it's just gonna get more and more and more stuff, right? But learning something like doing this, learning how to animate some sprites or just like doing some pixel art, I feel like it can translate to other areas as well. And it just actually feels good to learn some shit. Let's do eraser tool and get rid of some stuff in the middle here. Is it a bit slow, maybe? I'm pretty happy on the preview there. It kind of shatters instead of splatting. Maybe one more frame. But with most of the stuff removed. So it's literally just a couple green things on the outer sides. Like just a couple pixels. And then one last one. Oops. One last one where, of course, everything is gone. Oh, that's it. Because from 1 to 2 and 3, the stuff moves. Right? You can see the pixels up here and to the side moving. But then on 4, all the ones on top stay at the same position and only the bottom one kind of shatters as well. And then on 5 it keeps moving. So on 4, I gotta have these move up with just a couple pixels. Oops. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Why is it rotating? And on 6, I'll also move them a little bit further out. Let's see. Oh, that's way better. That's way better. I like how it starts splitting up at the top and then it works its way down, kind of like shattering glass or something. Okay. Happy with this. This is gonna be Death 02. No, Death Splat, maybe? Not Spolt. Splat. Splot. Okay. And we're gonna export it. And I think we are ready then. I think that's about it. Unless anybody has some other ideas for animating anything on this slime, I would be happy as is. Export again, but for Twitter. Oh yeah, wait. We can still do a pretzel. Death 01, Death Splat. Oh, that looks nice. Damn. Of course, the bigger version always looks a bit more scuffed because you can actually see more pixels. But the small one there, that looks actually pretty decent. I'm happy with this. Make a complete MMO pronto. You have enough experience now, yes. Brandon, hello. Thank you. Looking clean. I'm happy how this slime stuff turned out. Damage 1. More like a pulsing. Death 1 is just more like a spawn animation if it's reversed. I'll keep this version, but I don't think I'll actually. Maybe, I don't know, maybe someone in 15 years is somehow gonna use that. But this one looks way better. This is probably the best animation I've done now in 2 days. I did Aseprite yesterday, but I had no idea what to do. I think need some YouTube tutorials. Yes, that's what I did as well. I watched one YouTube tutorial by a guy called Watt, W-A-T-T. He kind of explained all the tools, how they work. And it's honestly pretty much just like using Photoshop. You have your, rectangular selection tool, brushes, pencils, erasers, eyedropper, selecting colors, moving paint buckets, lines and curves and stuff like that. But what I like about this is how easy it is to use, that you can do like symmetry and vertical and horizontally and stuff like that. And I tried doing this with Photoshop, but it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. Actually having a pixel art program is so much more nice. Way, way better. But hey, I'm glad to hear you're getting or trying to get into pixel art as well. I really wonder how many people, just by doing this vibe coding arc, how many people Kun is kind of like inspiring to get into some sort of, I don't know, maybe programming, game dev, art, whatever. But that's cool to see. All right, we saved the death splat. We have this saved. We have the static one. The 1%. Nope, we've got that. And now, with Squally's popular requests, I will try to make a pretzel. EDG, that's a nice color palette. Let me think how what a pretzel would look like. Start with this brown brush. I might start with curve tool. Wait, it starts out from the bottom and goes kind of like this. That's more like a heart, right? I eat pretzels almost every day and I cannot remember what they look like. What is probably overkill? Oh yes, it is. It is. Photoshop is great for, like, I don't know, making thumbnails for YouTube, editing images, image manipulation and stuff like that. But just simple pixel art, this program is probably the MVP program. But it kind of looks like one. I just need to... Wait, it goes like this. It is almost like a heart, but then there's a... like a cross in the middle. Like this. Hello, Shazam. How are we doing? There it is. Pixel pretzel done. Squally, what do we say? It's not the best pretzel I've ever seen. It's more like a mask, maybe? Nochmal. I could do some... It's pretty, surely. Add some soul spots on here. Hey, I mean, it is a bit... Let me increase it in size. Okay. Top needs to be thicker. True. Salt chunks are on. Remove that. Let me just move it up a little bit. More centered. Salt chunks too big here. Also too symmetrical. A couple of these chunks need to be asymmetric. Oof. Bit more brownish and then remove some of them. Making me hungry for a pretzel though. Go get some. Pretzels are always a good snack. Eine gute, schöne Laugenbrezel, jawohl. That seems fine. 11:20 p.m. Well, not Australia, true. Do you even have pretzels, like proper pretzels there? Like with Lauge? Where's my Google? Och, Manu! Yes! Oof! Oof! Even the Laugenbrötchen. Ay, ay, ay. Not like you guys, there's maybe 3 German bakeries in a 50-kilometer range. Damn. These are Laugenstangen. Also, like, pretty much pretzels, but as a baguette form. Oof. I want to get to the bakery now and get some. Ay, ay, ay. I gotta stop looking at these. I gotta stop looking. Okay. Should make some breakfast. Let's go. Philly is sort of known for soft pretzels. Oh. Soft and warm pretzels. Ah. I think this one's fine. Wait, let me actually... It goes like this. It's more like a smiley face, rather. So maybe... Make it bigger down here. Remove a bit here. Add a bit in the middle. Oh, that was good. When in Germany you have 10 bakeries every 1 kilometer, yes. Pretty sure if you told most Australians that pretzels are dunked in poison to get their coating, they wouldn't eat them. What? I didn't even know that. What is the poison that they're being dunked into? Huh? Wait, also... A proper pretzel has a bit of a brighter bottom here. So maybe Maybe like this. Then add some salt. Mm. Okay, okay. It's not really literally poison. Lauge is made with chemicals. It's all cooked off anyway, but if you want to get it here, you need to purchase weak drain cleaner. The fuck? Wait, Lauge. Lauge is... Wait, what? What is Lauge? Oh, damn. Natrium Lauge. What the fuck? It is... Holy shit, I never knew that. Oh, damn. I thought it's literally just a certain type of dough. Well, that is as well. But I had no idea that the outer side of the Laugenbrezel is actually like dunked into chemicals. Holy shit. Maybe that's why it tastes so goddamn good. Hey, you learn something new every day, right? Go to the chemist. If you want to create Logan bread at home, you need natron. Usually when it's made in bigger quantities and original, they use Kali Lauge, which you need safety gloves to even touch. Holy shit. I had no idea. Well, there it is. Little pretzel, done. I'll just add this to random projects here. They learn indeed. They don't want you making them at home. There's a hold on the pretzel game. Who is it? Who is it? It's a monopoly. They're holding us back. Looks like a unique item from PoE. Really? Big pretzel. Which unique item? Malachi Small. It's literally it. Nice. Nice one. That's very similar. I said it's more like a mask and not really a pretzel, but I guess it is what you make out of it. Well, I think I did what I wanted to do. Can't see it now, the pretzel is gone. True, unfortunately. Whoa. That's too similar. Okay. We did do the slimes. Let me go through all of them again to... we have that, we have the move, we have the jump, we have idle, we have damage taken, and we have the death splat. Ah, I thought it would open it all in one. Wait a second. Static. Then I just open here. Oh, that's it. I also found out the issue with my monitor I was talking about yesterday, that weird dimming dark areas. Yeah, is that due to the true black that some monitors have, or what was that about? So we got static open, we get idle, we get move, we get jump, we get damage taken, we get death, and we get death splat. I was stupid, so it has auto dimming option, which I turned off, but the monitor decided nope. Even it says off, it is still on if you change different presets that the monitor provides. Oh, so you have like movie preset, gaming preset, I don't know, energy saving presets, and then you turn it off in one preset, switch to another preset, and it's back on again in that preset then? Is that it? So you gotta go through all the presets. Exactly, I changed on the original presets and it's normal now. Nice. Okay, that's the static. That's what we started off with. It's been 2 hours already. Holy shit! But hey, let's see what we did in 2 hours. We got the idle animation here. Very simple, just bobbing up and down. So 6 frames. Well, not really 6 frames. It's like 1, 2. 1 is always the same frame. I've always used the same frame from the static for the first frame. So 1, 2, and then 4 is the same frame as 2. 5 is the same as 1, and 6 is just a little bit squished down. But that's nice. That's nice. Then we got move. I don't know how I feel about the move one. I don't think anybody would ever use this or could really use this in any type of game, right? Because it's actually just moving. It looks nice though. What is this spooky ass music? Holy bass. We got the jump one. On the jumping one, I'm still not really happy with how it looks like at the highest point here. How these corners are. I mean, I could just fix it, but nah. It kind of looks like it's growing a couple of horns. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna make a couple mistakes here and there. Keep the little mistakes in. We get damage taken. Just a simple getting smaller and taking damage. Turning red. He's turning blue. He's getting it twisted. I wish I could imitate. Look good, thank you. I wish I could imitate the Herbie voice. I love that. Death one, it's more like a spawning one. It just goes down and little disappears. If you reverse this, it could be a spawning animation. And now my favorite of today, the death splat. This one I'm actually a little bit proud of. Looks pretty good. I like how it starts shattering at the top and then works its way down like it's shattering glass or something. But hey, there they are. We done. I think it is time for some gaming. Right? All of these done. We got a bonus pretzel. I didn't actually save the pretzel. Let me just save that. Let me just save this as a... What is this? Get away, Discord! No! Move! Export. Pretzel PNG. Save it to pretzel. Yes. There it is. Bonus pretzel.